Good morning. So, Sunday morning update in relation to foster care. So, I just woke up. It's like, what is that? 6:40 in the morning. I am actually on my way to the barn. We own 3 horses, and so we have to feed them and tend to them morning and night. So, I'm up much earlier than normal on a Sunday. We usually go up around 9 on Sundays, Saturdays and Sundays, but I looked at my email. I checked my email last night, and I got an email from our social worker saying that everything was approved. He submitted our information, his manager in the office approved it, and the only thing we're waiting on right now is for our information to show up in the system. So in Massachusetts, and I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but at least in Massachusetts, you don't actually get like a paper license or like a card. You just have your name in like a database online, and once your information shows up on that, on that system, then you're licensed. So that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on our name to show up in the system. He said that it should be like midweek, so like 3 or 4 days from today, we should be licensed. Given 3 or 4 days in, DCF could be 6 months, who knows? But I'm feeling pretty hopeful that by the end of this week, we will be licensed. That's super exciting. And it's also like we've had 2 years to get ready for this, and I'm still kind of feeling like a little bit of anxiety about it. Because like yesterday, Friday, me and my husband were like, hey, let's refinish the floors upstairs. Sounds like a great idea. A nice little project. But right now, we have floors, all the hardwood floors upstairs are unfinished and like sectioned off so that the cats and the kids and everybody with their spills and whatnot can't go on the floor. The whole upstairs. Like our kids slept in the living room last night so that they weren't touching the floors. So I'm a little bit stressed out because now we need to get those floors done today instead of like, oh yeah, we'll take today and maybe tomorrow. No, they need to be done today, just in case we get a whole gaggle of kids on Monday. Like, you never know. So I'm feeling kind of like anxious about that. That's why I'm up earlier than usual tending to the horses, because we really need a full day of house prep, even though we've had 2 years of house prep. It just seems like the timing is wonderful. But it shouldn't take that long to finish the floors. It's really not a huge deal. I just feel like being dramatic. But I thought I would share that little bit. I'm super, super excited. And I feel weird saying I'm excited because, us being licensed and getting kids means some kid in the world and their family are having a horrible go of it. So I'm anxious and excited to be helping, but I do still understand that statement is pretty loaded, and being excited for someone else's misery is kind of disturbing. So take that as you feel like taking it. But anyway, I am going to go take care of the horses, and then I'm going to go home and get our house in order. I also noticed that, I don't know if other people have this issue, but we have no spoons. Like, they disappear. I continuously buy new spoons, and I think maybe the kids use them for different things, and maybe they throw them away. I don't even know, but we have no spoons. And so I'm also thinking I need to pick up some spoons before we have more members of the family, because there aren't any, and my own kids, I'm sure, understand why there's no spoon, because they're the reason there's no spoons. So that's on the list as well, buying spoons. Anyway, alrighty, hopefully I will have another update early in the week that's, hey, we're licensed. I also wanted to do like a day in the life video before we had foster kids, just to be able to see the difference between what we do day to day before we have foster kids and then what we do after, because there's a lot of people that have ones that are after you have kids and like the chaos of that. But I think it would be cool to make one before. So hopefully I can squeeze that in before we have foster kids. I'm being very optimistic, but you never know. Well, anyway,